Okay, good morning, everybody, and you're all welcome to my YouTube channel. And if this is your first time visiting this channel, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and smash the like button, press on the notification bell so that you'll be notified when I upload my next video. My name is Dr. Harmonics, your favorite mentor, and we are up again with another edition of On a Chat with Dr. Harmonics. So today we are going to look at some few pairs, what is going on the chart, and how we can make some money off the chart. Okay. So basically, we'll start with the DXY. We'll be looking more on the DXY, which is the dollar index and the Japanese yen index. Okay, so today or this dawn, I made some trade calls on the Japanese pairs and the dollar pairs. Okay, so basically what I'm expecting so far, I think it's gone few pips against us, but so we have three trades, two are against us and one is in favor of us. We called for pound JPY sell and Euro JPY sell and USD JPY sell. So I think USD JPY is selling because of DXY, with the dollar index. And so all the pound JPY and the Euro JPY sell was based on this pattern. I told you guys that you should not place all the three trades, because if this JPY sell fails, then that means that Euro JPY and pound JPY is also going to fail. However, if it works out, it's going to be a massive buy, but if we see a massive buy for JPY index, then that means that we are going to see a massive sell for XSS JPY. Now, what is it about the JPY index? So you can see over here, this is the full wave. The wave count started from this level. I saw some with 1, 2, 8. So we had with 3 over here, right? We had more or less like so with 1, 2, 3, A, B, C, D, E, triangle formation, which goes with 4, and we have with 5 giving us an extended with 5 over here. So once we have with 5, I was looking for a big zigzag correction over here, which can form an ABC correction, which is A, B, and then we have like maybe a C or something before we see a drop coming down or a final change in direction of the market. Now, when you check over here, this correction, this B correction was forming a harmonic pattern. So I took it out from, let me remove this. Okay, so I took it out from here, from this level, the tip of the level to here. We had 61.8. I don't know if it touched it. So this was the whole scenario. So it didn't touch it. Okay, let me take off. So I was contemplating whether it touched or it didn't touch it. It didn't touch it. Now, if it didn't touch it, then it means that it's going to 88.6. But if it touch it, then that means that it will remain at that point. So it was so dicey. I wanted to see what will happen over here. So I'm just removing the background to see what happened. Okay. Wow, it seems like it didn't touch it. Okay, so I didn't figure this thing out. But it was so close to the 61.8. So if it should buy from here, it was too close. I was expecting probably the confluence zone to be at 78, but it can, since it didn't touch, it can also come to 88. But I'm just hoping that we have that good confluence over here that we're expecting. When I'm seeing some AB equals CD pattern over here, I want to check what is happening over here, whether we can have AB equals CD pattern over here. Wow, this is the 1/5. Then that means that this thing can equally come here. And that will shake the tables for the yen pairs that I called. Anyway, let me check here too what is happening over here. Let me see. Wow, this is also here. Okay. So this is the whole thing. Whether I should consider it as 61 or we would take it from here, since the entire should be 50. So this was the confusion. That means that if you attach here completely, then we would have said that this is a valid point. But let's hope and see if this one should hold over here, then that means that we are going straight up. We are going straight up to this level, the buy level. So what would determine our buy is when we have the 78.6 level hold to the top, okay? So if you should hold to the top, then that means that XSS JPY is going to sell. However, if you should break down, then we are going to see some buys. Okay, we are going to see some buys before the reversal happens for XSS JPY. I'm currently in a sell, but it's almost done. So I would want to take some small risk and hold till, we have this confluence change up. It's all about swing trading. Okay, so don't put in big lot size. Don't put it, just leave room that it can also come to this level. Okay, before we see the buy continue. Okay, so just hold on with this level and let's see what happens. Now, if this one should hold, then that means that XSS JPY, like Euro JPY, is going to sell off from here to the downside. Now, the reason why I also called the Euro JPY sell, taking into consideration the fact that what's the name? JPY index could also go up. Now, I saw some trade drive pattern formation over here. So when you check from here to here, it ended at 61.8. You can see over here. It ended at 61. It tied the 61.8. It didn't touch 78.6. Now, when you move the fib extension, so you put it from here to here, it ended at 1.618. You can see it over here. Now, let's go to the next one. So the next one, it says that when you move it from, so we are checking from here to here, it is exactly at 61.8. You can break it a little and come in. So it shouldn't, that's why my stop loss is above the 78.6, because it shouldn't tie the 78.6. So within this zone, I'm expecting that it will also sell all the way to 1.618 to this level, okay, to complete the trade drive pattern. Now, if you don't know the trade drive pattern, let me show you guys. So basically, this is how the trade drive pattern looks like. Let me show you the trade drive. So trade drive pattern. So the trade drive pattern can go to either 1.272 or 1.618, like this one. Okay. So we can have either. Okay, so here is it. Let me show you from here. So you can see from here, it's either the drive one is either it goes to 1.618 or 1.272, right? So that's it. It's either it goes to 1.272 or 1.618. Okay. Okay, I mean, so that's why I called for the Euro JPY sell. You can see it over here. So that's why I call for the Euro JPY sell. Now we even have an impulsive move over here. Then we saw a zigzag correction. So this was the impulsive move, ABC correction. Then we had a sell. Now this we had similar one on Euro USD. I think on the 4-hour or so, you can see it over here. When we came to this, so we had this ABC, then we had an impulse, then we saw the drop coming down. So we could have similar one. So we could have similar one over here. Okay, we could have similar one over here. So you saw this. So impulse ABC, the another one. Okay, this an ABC correction. So this is the same thing over here. This looks like the same thing over here. So impulse, ABC correction, another impulse. So if this one should hold, then that means that we're going to sell, it's going to sell all the way to the 1.618 because the previous level also ended at 1.618. Okay. So let's hope and see what's going to happen from that. It all depends on the Japanese yen index. So we are watching that index, whether it will break up from that level or it's going to form the Gatling pattern over here. So if it should break up to complete the Gatling pattern, if it should go up to complete the Gatling pattern, then it's going to hold. Then the buys are going to if the buy should hold for the Japanese yen, then that means that XSS JPY is going to sell for Euro JPY, Pound JPY, and the rest. Okay, so let's hold and see what will happen from that angle. So let's look at other pairs, what is happening with other pairs. So this one, let's hold and see what will happen over here, right? Okay. So the same thing with pound JPY. Okay, so we are seeing some retracement levels over here. Let's hope and see whether we can. Now, pound JPY I saw some big move of the chart. So I saw this as wave one. So wave one. Okay. So there's let me. So it started with an ending diagonal. So we have it started with a leading diagonal. Sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. 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 So with pound JPY, we are expecting. So it started with a leading diagonal over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right. Then so this will become wave one, wave two, wave three. The wave three form the flat correction. You can see over here wave three. And wave four. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, wave five. So wave five is over here. I think this will be wave five. So I was expecting this to be 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we have a truncation, something like a truncation over here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, ABC, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we are having a big sell all the way down to this level. So now here, I'm expecting, first of all, a harmonic pattern to complete over here, 61. So I'm expecting to hit 78.6 over here. Okay, to form a Gatling pattern. So we can have this, 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 and this. Okay. So this is what I'm expecting. At least it should form a Gatling pattern before any other move. Now, so it's bearish on the daily time frame. When you go to 1 hour, we are seeing something like this. It's forming a triangle formation. Now, when you come here, we have A, B, C, B, C, D. So we are going to have probably a E formation down there. So this correction, A, B, C, D, E. So I'm expecting a break. So this was the impulse leg A, B, C, D, E. So I'm expecting a breakdown of this level. If JPY should buy, then that means that JPY index should buy. That means that I'll be expecting a breakdown. And I can see some form of correction. I can see some form of harmonic pattern forming over there within this one. So I can see something like this. more or less like this. This was a break of market structure retest, so it can go all the way down to this level. So you get what I'm saying. So that's what I'm expecting. I'm expecting to have a breakdown all the way to this level. It all depends on the JPY index, what it will do. If you should give us a very sweet breakdown, a very sweet reversal to the upside for the Gadley pattern to hold, then we are going to see XSS JPY also doing the needful. Okay. Then we are going to see XSS JPY also doing the needful. So let's see what happens with this. Let's see what happens with this. Okay. So let's look at DXY. So DXY, we still have some boosts to come in with the dollar index. The dollar index has not completed. I'm expecting to hit the 113.075 level here, okay, to complete the deep crab pattern. 1.618 to complete this deep crab pattern. However, so over here, we saw a harmonic pattern formed over here. So from here to here, we had 38.2. So the C broke the A level. So it's formed a shark or cipher. Now it ended within the zone of shark. Okay, so we are expecting a sell move formation. At least it should hit 38.2, then possible 61.8. So let's look at these cells over here. So from here to here, okay, so we should have at least 38.2. It didn't touch, so I'm expecting to come back. It should come back to this level or this level. Okay, so let's look out for this level or this level. Between these levels, 38 to 61.8, these levels, we should see some drop off at these levels. Then we could see the buy continue all the way. So once it drops to this level, you see that the dynamic support level might hold. Okay, the dynamic support level might hold. Then we can see it rise all the way to complete the pattern. Okay, so I'm still expecting dollar to be weak a little to these levels. before we see the buys coming. That would mean that pound USD, I'm still expecting the correction after the completion of, you can see just like the DX or the Japanese index. Now, when you check over here, this one completed the alternative bat pattern over here. So 50, it got to 113. So alternative bat pattern done and dusted. So I'm expecting a buy for for the pound USD. So it should at least form an ABC correction before we see the sales coming in. Okay, any of this could work. We can have a truncated, like a running flat correction. We can have a regular or expanded flat correction. Any of them should happen. Once it happens, then we'll see another sell all the way. You can see that this form a wave 1, 2, 3, 4, flat correction wave 4, then maybe we'll have wave 5 coming all the way down. Before we have a big correction, ABC correction, then we continue the sell. So that is my plan for pound USD. That's my plan for pound USD. The same with Euro USD. Euro USD, I'm still expecting a buys. Now we had a harmonic pattern formation. Okay, so this was a break of structure. So shark or cipher, you can see that it ended at the shark, which was 113. So I'm still expecting a buy moves over here. I'm expecting a buy move. This ended in the form of a shark pattern. 881, you can see it over. This one exceeded this, so it was more or less like a shark pattern formation, touching the dynamic. So it was more or less like this. So it's on a dynamic, tight here, tight there, tight there, tight there. Go here, we should see a buy, some buys coming to the dynamic trend line here before we see the source coming in. So let's wait and see. So we are still expecting more buys for Euro JPY. Now, I'm sure we'll have some divergence over here. Let's go to the 1 hour time frame. Okay, there was actually no divergence, but we still, since the trend line is broken, it gave us a retest and it started going up. So we are still expecting more buys for Euro USD. I'm still expecting buys for Euro USD. So expecting buys for Euro USD. Now, so we've done pound USD, we've done the Euro Yen, we've also done USD. Okay, so USD JPY too. I saw some sort of This was actually, I think this was a bat pattern. It could have gone to alternative bat pattern, but when I saw the JPY index, I saw that the JPY index could buy and the USD is weak. Since USD is weak and JPY index is expected to buy around that area, then I had to short the USD JPY, because from here to here we had the 50 level, so it should touch 88 to 113. I'm seeing some confluence or some rejections around the 88 fib, so I'm looking for a short for USD JPY. Take profit 1 at 38.2, take profit 2 at 61.8. You know how we do it, the STR way. So that's it. So this is USD JPY. That is why I called for the USD JPY. That's why I called for the USD JPY. So the same way with, okay, so we've done the pound. Okay, so we've done the pound JPY. We've done the pound JPY sales. We've done the pound JPY sales. Let me see. Which one again? AED-JPY, it's not an ideal trade for me. It's not an ideal trade for me, but so that one is off. Euro pound, the best trade for the year, I swear. This trade is going to blow your mind. The signal group, I told you guys to rest for this because the pips were too much. We had a buy here, and it's still not ending. This thing is going to fly all the way to the end of the year, I swear. Now, when you check the weekly time frame, look at the weekly time frame. Even look at the weekly candle. Like the weekly time frame, this is at a support. Like it's now going all the way to the resistance zone over here, which will form a harmonic pattern. You saw the break of market structure around here. So you can see all the way from here, we had a break of market structure. STR, you guys should do STR. Okay, so we saw it broke the market structure, it gave us a retest. And when I called this buy, people, it was going down a little. People were confused as to whether it would play out. But sometimes you need to give the chart some room and look at what is happening. We call the buys around here. Look at what is happening over here. This is serious. This is amazing. Okay, so we are in wave 3 actually. We are in wave 3 of the move. So this wave 1, ABC correction. So wave 3 mostly has the longest wave. So we are going to see more buys over here. I want to even add more buy. I want to add more buy here too for it to go and hold on with that trade. Like this is going to be crazy. So I'm still expecting, I was expecting a pullback around here a little before the buy, but it seems it's broken, it's formed. So it's corrected and it still resumed the buys over here. Okay, it still resumes the buys. This is crazy. It's going to go up. So it's going up. I can't even see the end. It's really going to go up. So I want to check what is happening here, whether it's forming a harmonic pattern. This is almost 50. So I don't know where it's going to. Let's hope that maybe we could see this level 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, ABC, then before we go. So maybe it can bounce off from here and we'll see a very good retracement around this level. okay, around this level into this zone. Okay, then we could see another move up. Okay, so that to be with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm expecting a bounce of around this area before. So we see a sell, then we see a very big up move. That's what I'm expecting. Okay. This move is very, very big. It's very, very big. This is the take profit one. This level. This level. This level is take profit one. So, and this is on a 4-hour time frame. So that's the plan for euro pound. That's the plan for euro pound. Okay. I think we've done, we did the euro JPY too. I said I'm expecting more or less like maybe a 3 drive pattern over here if this thing should hold. So it all depends on the yen index, what it will happen. So so A B, so we have drive 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so we have drive 1 A, drive 2 B. So probably I'm expecting drive C to end at 1.618, which is this level. So let's see if it will hold. It all depends on what would happen with the yen index. The yen index is very tricky. So I'm just hoping to see what's going to happen with this beast over here. Whatever will happen to this beast. So this beast, what happened was that we saw maybe we should call this one insider candle. Then it went up. I think there was some sort of divergence. Let me check. Let me check if there was any divergence thereof. So this was the move that I saw some sort of, so from here, I saw some sort of divergence here. I saw some sort of divergence here. Okay, hoping that this thing, so it broke and gave us a retest of the zone. This one came down. So I'm expecting if this one should break up, should break this trend, then it's going to go up. So all eyes on this level. Okay. All eyes on this level. So let's see whether it will break this level. Once it breaks, then it will be good for the euro yen and the rest. Okay. So this one has already given us the direction, pound JPY. So maybe euro yen will follow suit. Euro yen is going up, but maybe the way pound JPY is already selling, euro yen might follow suit. Now, S&P 500, S&P 500, I'm still expecting a buy correction. So I'm still expecting a buy correction to this zone before the sells. I'm still hopeful that I didn't join the sell trade from the top. I saw some divergence, whatever. It's also forming a 3 drive formation. It's forming a 3 drive pattern. Okay, you can see the 3 drives in them. You can see it. It's a 3 drive, just like the euro yen. So over here, maybe we should see a little bit of, I want to see some buy move, a little buy move to these levels, then I'll join the sells. Maybe I'll join the sells around these levels. So once it gets there, maybe I'll join the sells around these levels. Then we sell all the way they will sell all the way to this level. Okay, before any other move. I should have joined the sales at the time. I saw it, but I was thinking probably we might have a retracement back to the zone before I enter. And it left me, the train left me. So I'm just expecting some retracement and I would enter the market with swag, okay, to the sales. Okay, so I think that is it for, the market. So if you have, I think I'll leave you here with what we have now and wish you a very lovely trading week and see you in the next edition of On the Chat with Dr. Harmonics. If you've not subscribed to the channel, please do now and make sure you like the video before you exit. Smash on the notification bell so that you'll be notified when I upload the next video. My name is Dr. Harmonics, your favorite mentor. And see you guys on the trading floor. Bye.